Last season, the Fieldhouse, like many other gyms and rinks throughout Central Mass, were empty due to the pandemic. This year, though, things are going to look a lot different. Fans will be allowed back in the stands, and there's going to be a new head coach roaming the sidelines. Marlborough alum and former assistant coach, Graham Asom. Back in June, Marlborough announced that Graham Asom would take over the reins as head coach of the Panther boys basketball team. And over the first few weeks of his tenure, he's made an impression on his senior captains.
He's handling it really well. He's been in the program for years, so he kind of knows what to do.
He pushes us to be our best and to do as best as we can and have great energy in practice.
He stepped up, big job coming in. A lot of the guys knew him already.
Taking over for longtime head coach Scott Bowman, Asom talks about how his predecessor has continued to be a valuable resource.
Off season, he's been there for me in everything I've needed. He helped me get the guys ready for summer league. Granted, he was all the way in Kentucky. And then even coming into the season, I probably talked to him at least once a week or so. So me and him are still in pretty close contact. And then on top of that, I've had my old coaches that I've had here reach out to me and help me out with anything that I've needed.
Coaching is a full-time commitment for anyone who undertakes the responsibility. Coach Asom explains some of the more difficult aspects of the position that don't include X's and O's.
Once I step onto the court, I know what I'm doing. I understand basketball and all that. I think it was everything prior to it is what kind of caught me off guard, like the paperwork, organizing a team, everything that, like, again, on the back end that goes into this is what I wasn't ready for. But again, Scott's had my back, Radzinski's had my back, and everyone's kind of gotten me to this point and helped me out.
During practice, Coach Asom paces the gym with stoicism. Once it's game time, however, a different persona takes over.
In practice, like you said, I'm kind of calm and collected for the most part. If I get a little aggravated, then I'll start to yell a lot more. But when it's game day, and the guys know this, game day, I'm a completely different animal. I am yelling, I'm walking up and down the sideline, and I'm as loud as can be. I make the gym echo.
In the world of coaching, it's easy to focus on wins and losses. Coach Asom, however, is focused on the bigger picture.
I want to develop young men. I tell these guys they're student athletes first, student being first, obviously. So how they portray themselves in the building is a direct reflection of us in this team. So I want them to be model citizens outside in the community, in the school, and in class.
The players' goals, on the other hand, are pretty straightforward. Win.
Goal is always a state championship. We're just trying to win games, hopefully have a full season with everything going on.
We've talked about it. We want to be go the furthest any Marlborough teams went. We went to a state championship, but we've never won, so that's the ultimate goal.
Needless to say, there's a lot of excitement within the program as Marlborough begins a new era. From the Fieldhouse, Matt Bisaccio, WMCT Sports.